welcome back to another Coffin car video. You guys know my goal for the car is to have it together by Halloween. Now it's not going to be done, like completely done by Halloween, but I want to have it out on the road, at least driving or doing a burnout by Halloween. Fingers crossed. What won't be done is we won't have the interior done and we won't have the injection on it. So in this video, I'm going to show what we're going to do instead. If you saw my last video, the debate was, are we going to put the Crowler 8-stack fuel injection on right now, or are we going to put the carb on it just to get it started and get it going? Due to limited time, because we are running out of time, going to go with the carb, but we have, Dad made this like box facade looking thing, so it looks like, well, it'll look like the 8-stacks on it, but it won't actually be. So we will switch to that later, like after Halloween. I still want to do the video showing us putting that on and doing all the plumbing for it and then show the interior. But right now the goal of this video is to get the other intake back on, get the carb cleaned up, get the carb on, and then get it ready, put the motor and trans in it. So we won't do that in this video, but we will have everything ready, so that way we can just go and get it all assembled just like that, so that's the plan. This is what we're working with. So here's intake. Gotta get it cleaned up because obviously it's super dirty. Gotta get the carb cleaned up and then go through it. I just sandblasted the intake, got it all cleaned up, blown off, got the silicone off of the back. So that's going to go to the side right now and sit. And then I'm getting ready to start cleaning this up. So full transparency, I do not know that much about carburetors. I know, make fun of me, younger generation, whatever, but I don't. That doesn't mean I can't learn. So basically I'm just gonna start taking it apart and laying it out and then cleaning everything up. Dad will be helping at some points on that because, like I said, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm gonna learn. I got it all disassembled. It's got lots of gunk in here. If you guys could smell this right now, it's awful. It smells so bad. You can see it's pretty rancid gas, but yeah, so it definitely needs to be cleaned. We're gonna have to order a kit for it. I think I'm gonna go to Dallas area this weekend, so maybe I'll just go to Summit and pick it up if they've got it. I'm assuming they will, which would be cool because I've never been. But getting ready to put that in this Kim dip. But anyways, yeah, so I got it all apart and I'm getting ready to let it sit in the cleaner, and then I guess I'll just be playing the waiting game. I know somebody's gonna say something about me not wearing gloves, and trust me, I actually would like to wear gloves right now, but one, I feel like I would rip them. Two, the gloves we have, they just don't fit me. Like my hands, I have very skinny fingers, and so they're very loose, so I couldn't feel what I was doing. So just sucking it up and going with it, washing my hands frequently. Anyways, I feel like I have to disclaim that in every video. So these are the pieces that I'm just gonna go clean by hand, take it back to the sink. I'm not gonna show that part, that's boring. So just letting you know, that's what I'm doing. We're gonna see if we can get, these are very stiff, I guess I'd say, but they're not cracked, so I'm going to try to clean these up and see if we can reuse them, but that's to be determined. Okay, back on the Coffin car today. So last week I took Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday and went down to Texas and spent some time down there. You'll see those videos coming this week. Anyways, so I have got to get busy on the Coffin car. We have got to have it running by Halloween. So also be ready for lots of Coffin content this week because it is going to run. I will lock myself in here and make it run. It's gotta happen. So anyways, back on Carb today. So before I left, I put the parts in Carb Cleaner and I didn't really know how long I was gonna be gone, but anyway, so Dad ended up opening it up, checking on it, because they were, as you saw earlier in the video, they were super gummed up. So he checked them the next day. He was gonna take them out, hadn't even touched it, so he scrubbed on them a little, put them back in, came back the next day, and apparently him and Mom were sitting in the shop and they heard like something like sound like it exploded. Well, the lid popped off the can and shot and landed on top of the lift, and he comes back, and sadly it finally took all the gummy gas out, but it also ate the gold off. He's not very happy about that. Like, he wanted it, like the body still has a little bit of the gold color because we didn't soak it. So it stinks that it ate that off, but that stuff was just super gummed up, and checked it and it wasn't good, and then came back and checked it and it was too late. Not much time difference in between that either. But anyways, got all the pieces clean now, and I went to Summit, got a carburetor rebuild kit. While I was in Texas, I went there and grabbed that. So should get it back assembled today, get the intake on, carb on, and then we have got to get this stuff dropped in the Coffin tomorrow. It's got to happen. So that's the move. Get busy. Get busy, Alex. Get busy. Okay, so I got it together, but as I said when I started this, I don't exactly know everything that I'm doing. So Dad's gonna come tell me what to adjust and how to adjust it, and apparently I wasn't supposed to put those on, so they're gonna come back off and do it again. Dad went back and checked what I had done, just went through everything, and he noticed that the float was bent, which I thought it was odd, but like I said, I don't have any knowledge of what's right necessarily. So he went back, noticed that it was bent, so he's fixing it, got it straightened back out. I don't know why it was bent. It must have been like that, but he's going through, and then he was showing me how you adjust the float level, and we went through all the different places where you need to adjust prior to startup, and he showed and explained me that, but I don't guess I have that on video. I don't know what happened, but anyways, so he's a really good teacher. I had lots of questions to ask, but there's music playing in the background, so here I am voicing over to try to save some of the video. So that's it. Dad just came and checked and got everything all baseline set and all that. Part of the thing is that we don't exactly know what carburetor this is. All the numbers are like ground off of it. I can't remember what it came off of. So he just adjusted it based on how he always does it. Didn't actually go off measurements. But anyways, so I got that base set, and then I'm going to put intake on and then get carb on, and then probably call it for the day, so that way tomorrow get ready to put this in. So I just put the intake on, and I thought that there was a time lapse. Just imagine. I'll tell you what I did. So basically I didn't hit record, but the intake's on. I'm not taking it off to do it again, but I'll show you what I did. So ran a bead, so there's not a cork gasket. Ran a bead of sealer, and you just run a bead that's not that doesn't have any breaks front and back. So we did that, and then you can see here, I'm just gonna bust myself out. Go ahead. So there is sealer below the intake gaskets. That's because when this was done, Dad was saying that like this had been surfaced with a grinder because just in a really quick situation, they'd been welded, the ports had been welded on a lot, and so to flatten it out and everything, they just surfaced with a grinder. So there is sealer on that and gaskets. No, it's not proper, but it is what we're doing for this situation. And then we sat the intake down, and then I just spent a little bit tightening bolts back and forth. So sorry it's not on time lapse. I don't know what happened. I guess I just didn't hit record or something happened. So that is on, and then getting ready to put carburetor on now. Okay, that wraps it up for today. Got the intake on, got carburetor on. Dad just cleaned the water pump. That's going to be on tomorrow's agenda. Got to make sure it is good to go. I think I just changed my mind. It'll probably be a Coffin video a day until Halloween. So there'll be something happening at least every day on the car now until Saturday. So may not get the projects finished in each video like I usually try to do, but I say we do Coffin every day. That's the plan. So starting today, Coffin video a day. It's gonna run.
Better, because how many days do you have?
5.
Yep.
So that's the move. So there'll be a lot more done tomorrow. Got to take fuel pump off and see if it is good. And battery took a charge, right?
Seems to have.
Hopefully the battery took a charge. Looks like it did. So hopefully that works. But this is wrapped up. And then, oh, real quick before we go, I want to show what the plan is eventually. Here in the video, it's going to have a carburetor on it, but it's going to look like it has fuel injection because that looks cooler. We'll do that later, though. So, Dad made this, what, 17 years ago, that plate?
Yeah, because when I put the fuel injection on, it was all on perfect. Everything was excellent. And I thought the fuel injection was a problem. Turns out it was a camshaft going flat. So, at 3 o'clock in the morning, in order to get to a show, I took the injection off, put the carburetor on, put a distributor in instead of a magneto, which was all a mistake. But anyway, I made this at whatever 3 o'clock in the morning. The injector stacks from the actual injector will bolt on here, just fake, just so it sticks up through the top of the coffin. This hooks onto the front pipe to actually hold it in place.
So it's gonna be a poser for a little bit. It'll still run. So the reason we're not doing that is that requires plumbing and stuff that is no longer, he doesn't have it here. So just for time purposes and to get it started and going, we're gonna put this on it, and then eventually we'll put that and the magneto back on it. So that's the plan. Okay, and that is it. So until tomorrow, be happy, go fast, and stay pretty. I will see you guys next time.